Hey everyone, it's Ian the Kilter Crafter. I hope you're having a great day today. There's been a trend lately of really designing up those envelopes that you're sending through the mail, and I thought today that we would focus in on a Halloween envelope. So I made this one, which didn't take me much time at all. I know sometimes whenever we're creating, it takes us a while to create our cards or whatever we're working on, and then add on top of that more time to dress up the envelopes. But I tell you, they can really make a big impression, and it's also fun because I think the postal workers really enjoy seeing them as they're going through the mail as well. So today I'm going to show you how to work on an envelope, make it really simple, really easy, but lots of fun. So let's check out how I put this one together. These are some of the supplies that I'm going to be using today. I have the CZ Designs Halloween People stamp set and then the coordinating die set. We'll be making some masks using these, so I'm going to use the die cuts here in just a minute. I have some Strathmore Bristol paper. This is the 100-pound paper. I love this paper for doing ink blending because everything blends really easily, especially the oxides. They blend really easily on this paper. I've cut it down to 8 1/4 inches squared. So this is an 8 1/4 inch square piece of paper that I've cut down, and this is what we'll make our envelope out of. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my envelope punch board and we'll make our envelope. The envelope punch board is one of the things that I think every crafter needs to have. It is such a great tool if you're going to use pattern paper, if you're going to create your envelopes, your own envelopes in any way, shape, or form. This is a great tool to have, and I highly recommend it. If you need a refresher on how to use it, I have a tutorial on how to use this 1-2-3 punch board from We Are Memory Keepers. Ugh, sometimes it's hard to do that. And so if you want to check out that video, I'll put it in the iCards for you to go to check out. Whenever I'm working with blue painter's tape, I kind of put it onto my arm, just kind of stick it down like that, and then peel it off. This helps remove a little bit of the stick, so that way whenever I'm working with it, I don't have to worry too much about it pulling off the paper. You still want to be careful with it, but it helps to kind of pull that tack down a little bit. And I use my blue tape in larger areas because I don't want to waste all my purple tape, which I kind of hoard. I kind of keep that in reserve for the important things like die cutting and stuff like that. But just for large areas, I just use blue painter's tape. It works out better for me that way. I probably should have thought about putting the stamp on before I put the blue tape on. No big deal though, it shouldn't be a problem. I'm gonna go ahead and use this Bootyful stamp from Kathy Zilski. I'm gonna ink it up with Memento Tuxedo Black ink. Since I'm gonna be doing some ink blending on it, I really wanna make sure, if I was to use Versamark, it may end up, not Versamark, but yeah, Versamark, excuse me, VersaFine, that's the one I was trying to think of. I like using VersaFine a lot because it gives me that really, really crisp, dark line. But I think for this one, I'm just going to go ahead and use Memento because I don't want to end up having it like smear, or, you know, if I'm ink blending over it or around it or through it, I just want to make sure that I'm getting the best image possible. I've gone ahead and put the UR stamp onto this small acrylic block, and I'm just going to ink this one up and stamp it by hand. I don't really need to put this into the stamp platform. Sorry, I was thinking and talking at the same time. It didn't give me the best impression ever, but it's legible, and that's all that really matters to me. Okay, I'm kind of changing course a little bit. I wasn't really expecting to do this, but the idea just kind of struck me and I thought it would be a good one. I have a purple alcohol marker and a YR68 orange marker, Copic marker, and I think what I'm going to do is alternate these two colors in the Beautiful, so go purple, orange all the way through. So I think I'm going to do that right now. Alright, I'm really glad I stamped it in Memento Tuxedo Black ink, because otherwise I would not have been able to do that, because Copics do not play nice with VersaFine. So I'm really glad that I ended up going in that direction, because I think this looks really cool. Okay, what I've done is I've gone ahead and cut the die cut of the Bootyful out, but I did it using a sticky note, and I'm using my Zig 2-way glue pen, and I'm just adding some glue onto the back. And what I want to do is I want to make sure to wait. I'm out of full sticky sheets. You know how they sell the Post-it notes that are full on sticky on the back? I'm out of those. I don't know what happened, but I ran out. So I'm kind of creating my own by using this Zig 2-way glue, but I've got to wait and make sure that it dries, because if you put it on while it's still wet, it will adhere permanently, and I don't want that to happen. So I'm going to wait for this to dry a second, and then I'll put it over my Bootyful to go ahead and do some ink blending. And I'm going to be using Wilted Violet and Carved Pumpkin. Alright, there we go. There is my mask put on, and I think it's going to look wonderful. Like I said, I'm going to use my Wilted Violet and my Carved Pumpkin Distress Oxides to do a little ink blending on the front. Okay, next I'm going to take some water droplets here and just kind of drop them on. That was a really big one. I hate it when that happens. I'm trying to avoid the Bootyful, but it looks like I ended up getting it anyways. So let me try and get that sopped up so that way it doesn't mess with the Copics, I hope. But anyways, it's going to add a little bit of texture to our design here. And now that it's doing that, I'm just going to soak up the water. And you don't want to put too much on Bristol. Bristol can't really take a lot of water, so you want to be very careful whenever you do that, because otherwise you may end up damaging your paper. Got a little up there. Oops, I got a little orange on the flap, but that's okay. It's really not that noticeable at all. So now I'm going to go ahead and peel back my mask. I always love revealing masks because it always looks so cool. There we go. And it looks like a little bit of the glue is there. I'll have to fix that in a minute. Looks like the water droplet interfered with the glue, and so now the glue is kind of stuck on there. So let me see if I can get this off. Alright, this is almost done. I have some spooky silhouette stamps. These came out last year from the Postal Service, and I'm going to go ahead and put, I think, this orange one on here. And since this is an orange and purple card, I think I'll go ahead and put my purple stamp on here too. It kind of blends into the purple, but it kind of matches with the card, you know, because they're both orange and purple. So there we go, there's our envelope. I know, especially now, it's fun to open up the mailbox and see something bright, colorful, and fun to cheer you up. So I highly recommend giving it a shot and just giving it a try. You don't have to do something super fancy, just a little ink blending can really change the feel of getting that mail to your recipient. So give it a try. I think that's going to do it for today's video. If you like today's video, give it a thumbs up, let YouTube know that you like my video, and then hopefully YouTube will share it across YouTube land. You can also get social with me by checking out my social media links. Those are listed down in the description below. Also, if you're not already, hit that subscribe button down below, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and get great updates every time I post a new video or go live by clicking the bell notification icon and clicking all notifications. I hope everybody has a great day, and remember guys, normal's just a setting on the dryer. Bye!